Hello everyone, I'm Mochi from Buffet Love. Today I am heading to the dinner buffet at Westin Tokyo in Ebisu. I visit all-you-can-eat at hotels more than 50 times a year. I share the latest information about hotels buffets in Tokyo, so please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to see my new videos. It's no charge. Today I've come to Ebisu. Can you believe it? The Westin Hotel Tokyo is celebrating its 30th anniversary and they're holding a special anniversary buffet. Alright, let's head inside. This time the lineup is really amazing. They have special selection of dishes from each restaurant in hotel, sushi, tempura, Chinese food, and even French cuisine, all you can eat. When I saw the buffet tables as I entered, I couldn't stop saying, wow. Once I sat down, I started with a drink. I'll choose from this menu. I went the cranberry juice this time. It's refreshing and I really like it. By the way, besides what's on the menu, they also have coffee and tea and even hot chocolate. It takes a bit of courage to have hot chocolate at a buffet, but I want to try it someday. Okay, it's time to head to the buffet table. It's hard to decide where to start, but I'll begin with appetizers. First, let's get some fish. It looks like salmon and sea bream. Next, salad. The colors are so beautiful. Here's some shrimp. Shrimps are big, and I'm happy about that. What's this? Is it an egg? I still have a little space on my plate, so I'll grab some prosciutto and salami too. Smoked salmon and smoked sea bream with condiments. Let's start with the buffet with this. Just smoked salmon alone is already fancy, but they even have smoked sea bream. I have high expectations. First, the salmon. It has just right amount of salt. It's so refreshing. Next, the sea bream. It has a soft, moist texture and the pink pepper adds a nice touch. This is delicious too. Chicken and seasonal apple salad. This one also looks fancy. The apple has a refreshing sweetness and a bit of tang, making it feel very fresh. Then there is a tender chicken and a rich flavor of sun-dried tomato makes it even better. Oof mayo. I was wondering what oof means, and it turned out it's egg in French. There's a soft-boiled egg with lots of rich mayonnaise on top. The mayonnaise flavor is pretty strong, so you don't taste the egg as much. There's also some shredded lettuce inside, which adds a nice crunchy texture. Shrimp and broccoli with a paprika mayo. Next is this dish. I love shrimp, so I'm happy about this. And the sauce is generously coated in everything, which is great. The shrimp is plump and it balances perfectly with a creamy mayonnaise. The crunchy broccoli is also fun to eat. Freshly cut prosciutto and salami. Next up is this. When it comes to hotel buffets, you can't miss prosciutto and salami. First, the prosciutto. It's moist and has a rich flavor. Next, the salami. It has a springy texture and just the right amount of salt. Next, we'll move on to this section. It's continuation from earlier. First, I'll get some smoked turkey and smoked duck. And here are two appetizers in glasses. They both look so fancy. Lobster and mushroom consomme jelly. This is a dish from a French restaurant, Victor's. There are big plump pieces of lobster in it, making this a luxurious dish. Inside the elegant tasty jelly, there are diced mushrooms and in the middle, there is even mousse. It has a gentle flavor, perfect as an appetizer. Next, I'll have smoked turkey. The turkey is moist and has a rich flavor. It seems like it would go well with a drink. Then there is a smoked duck. The tender duck releases a burst of flavor when you bite into it. It's nice to eat with a mustard for refreshing taste. This dish is also from Victor's, that French restaurant. I'm getting even more excited. Vegetable parfait. This one has a gentle saltiness, and inside there's a carrot green. On top, there are crispy fried vegetables. It's amazing how you can really enjoy the natural taste of the ingredients. Next, I'll get migraine. It was apparently served at the terrace before. At this buffet, they have a lineup of international dishes that were popular when the terrace first opened. One of those dishes is this migraine. I'm happy they cook it right in front of me. Migraine. The noodles are red, so I thought it might be spicy, but it's surprisingly not that spicy. It has a mild, slightly spicy flavor that's pleasant, and it's very rich and delicious. It's packed with seafood, and as soon as you take a bite, the flavor bursts in your mouth. There's shrimp, woodier mushrooms, and other ingredients giving it a variety of textures. Let's head back to the buffet table again. Next up, I'll get some Singapore rice. This is also one of the nostalgic dishes that has been popular since the hotels first opened. I can't believe they had so many exotic dishes back then. I wish I could time travel 30 years back and visit the terrace in those days. Singapore rice. The rice is light and fluffy. On top of that, there's tender chicken. This is so delicious. Chill sauce with soy sauce and garlic gives it a nice kick. Now let's get something else. The soup is amazing. It's a dish from Chinese restaurant Ryutemon, and today it has a soft shell turtle in it as daily special, premium clear soup. One sip and the gentle salty flavor spreads along with a rich umami taste. Is this the taste of the soft shell turtle? It's not too heavy, and the refined flavor seems to warm your body from the inside. Feels like it would make you healthier just by drinking it. It's the perfect soup for the cold day or when you are a bit tired. Now let's take a little detour to the cheese. There are 3 types of cheese this time. I like that you can cut as much as you want. I won't forget the dried fruits either. Cheese and dried fruit. Let's start with the cheese. Is it blue cheese? I'll put it on a cracker and give it a try. It melts in your mouth. Doesn't have a strong smell and it's really good. Next is goat cheese, I think. It has a strong aroma. I feel like I'm at a farm. I think I would taste good with honey. On this own, it's a bit too strong for me. Lastly, this cheese. It's really nice with the dried fruit. I can taste the richness of the cheese and I really like this one. Next up is the tempura corner. You can get the freshly fried tempura here. When I first saw the tempura, they had shrimp, but by the time I came back, shrimp was already gone. I really wanted to try the shrimp. Let's start with enoki mushrooms. I wanted shrimp so much that for a second, I thought the enoki looked like shrimp. Butter covers the crunchy mushrooms. The texture is amazing. Next is sweet potato, a taste of autumn. The sweet potato is soft and slightly sweet. The fish is more firm than fluffy, and I really like the texture. Next is eggplant. The crispy butter on the outside with the soft, almost melting eggplant inside is delicious. Now, as I was getting the tempura, something else caught my eye. Beef bowl gyudon. The dish is from the teppanyaki restaurant. I've always wanted to try eating at the teppanyaki restaurant, and now I get to taste their food here. I'm so happy. Ebisu beef ball. The beef looks incredibly delicious, and the other ingredients seems to have soaked up all the flavors too. The whole dish is well seasoned, and the beef is so tasty. The meat is tender, full of flavor, and the fluffy rice pairs perfectly with the sauce. This is one of the dishes where you just can't stop eating. It's so good. Next, let's move on to the warm dishes. I'll start with gratin. Then, I think I'll get some nasi goreng. Next to them are some potatoes. I'll skip the sweet potato this time and go for the katsu sandwich instead. It's pretty. Next is some Chinese food, I think. Is this soybean over here? Braised chicken in herbal soy sauce. This is from the Cantonese restaurant Ryutemo. Just by looking at it, I can tell it's going to be good. As soon as I take a bite, I can smell the aroma of star anise. It tastes very authentic. The sweet and salty sauce has soaked into the chicken perfectly. I tried to hold back from eating rice, but the dish would go so well with it. Roast char siu. Next, I'll try this. The char siu is roasted to perfection. When you bite into it, the juicy flavor seeps out and the meat is seasoned all the way through. It's amazing. The sweet braised soybeans on the sides are perfect for refreshing your plate. Minced meat cutlet sandwich. This is the signature dish from the bar, which is right next to the terrace. It's another tempting dish. Inside a whole grain bread is a thick minced meat cutlet. The coating is crispy and the inside is juicy. When you bite into it, the meat's rich flavor just bursts out. The whole grain bread's toasty flavor really brings out the deliciousness of the cutlet. Lyonnaise potatoes. I feel like I've seen the dish somewhere before. The potatoes are soft and moist. You can really taste the bacon's rich flavor. It's tasty, but it fills you up quickly. Maybe I should have saved it for later. Nasi goreng and satay. This is full of exotic flavor. It's pretty rare to find this much exotic food at a hotel buffet. The nasi goreng is perfectly fluffy right. The spices make it feel like you are in a tropical country. One bite and the rice-rich flavor makes you want to go back 4 seconds. Next is satay. There's a plenty of sauce on top. It goes really well with the nasi goreng too. Lasagna. Next up is lasagna. The toasted cheese on top is irresistible. There's so much cheese. The creamy sauce and layer of pasta blend together, and the moment you take a bite, you can really taste the rich cheese flavor. There are mushrooms inside too, and their flavor makes me think this feels like autumn. Next, it's time for sushi. This section usually has rice bowl, but today it's sushi from the Japanese restaurant Mai. It feels so special. It's also great that the chef makes the sushi right in front of me. There are 3 kinds of sushi this time. First, tuna, and the red meat is soft and moist. What impressed me is that the rice is quite small, making it easy to eat in one bite, which is perfect for a buffet. Next is sea bream. It has a plum texture and I love that it's nicely fatty. The last sushi is shrimp. The shrimp is tender and it has a nice firmness to it. Personally, I usually prefer raw shrimp over steamed shrimp for sushi, but this one has a rich flavor that spreads in your mouth with each bite. So tasty. Now let's move to the carving station. Since this is anniversary buffet, they have pork which isn't usually available at dinner. So they've got lamb, beef, and pork, all the stars. I'll get a slice of each. When they're all on the plate, it looks so luxurious and filling. I'll finish it off with lots of gravy. Maybe I poured too much sauce. First, I'll try the lamb. The meat is soft and tender. It has a nice texture and tastes great, but the lamb's unique aroma is quite strong. Next is roast beef. Wow, it's incredibly soft and so delicious. It's full of flavor, just what you'd expect from the Westin. Yamayuri pork. The pork is usually only served at lunch. This meat is also soft. I feel like I've been saying soft a lot, but it really is. I'm so impressed. The side dish is potatoes. There's crispy on the outside and smooth on the inside. Now I'll take a little detour of dessert. After all that meat, a plate cleaner is a must. So I'm off to the ice cream corner. I couldn't decide what to get, but I found mascot sherbet. I think it's my first time seeing it. This time I'll try 2 flavors, mascot and lemon. Both are refreshing. I'll also add a sugar cookie on the side. Once it's in my mouth, I can really taste the muscat grapes flavor. This is so good. It's sweet, tart, and refreshing, so delicious. Next is lemon sherbet. This one is also refreshing. The muscat was a bit crunchy, but the lemon is smooth. The lemon flavor is strong and crisp, very tasty. The sugar cookie is crispy and light. Even after I've eaten, it's so light that I can keep eating it. Now let's move to the dessert section. First, I'll grab the sweet potato tart. Next, the chocolate cake. This one is really good. Then the layered cake. I'll take my favorites, rice pudding. And finally, these glass desserts, red berries and yogurt cream. Let's start with this one. At the bottom is smooth yogurt cream, and on top there are sweet and tart berries. The two go together perfectly, and it's so delicious. The yogurt cream is rich but also refreshing, making it perfect as a post-meal dessert. Panna cotta with caramel raisins. Next up, there was a little space left on my plate earlier, so I grabbed this too. I actually had this at the sweets buffet I visited in early September. It's a repeat for me. A smooth panna cotta and sweet raisins makes a great pair. The slight bitterness of the caramel balances a sweetness, making it easy to eat even after a big meal. Riale. This is another one of my favorites. I think this is the third time I've had it. The refreshing orange peel aroma, the milky pudding, and the rich caramel sauce are so satisfying. The rice adds a unique, chewy texture that makes it fun to eat. Pear and caramel mousse. Have you noticed? I've been picking items with the 30th anniversary labels on them. These little flags are so cute, don't you think? The soft chocolate sponge cake has a hint of liquor. The rich caramel mousse has a deep flavor. It's very satisfying. Cheese and sweet potato tart. This one is also a repeat from the last sweet buffet. The tart is crispy, and on top there's cheese mousse and sweet potato. The natural sweetness of sweet potatoes really shines, but I wish the cheese part was a little richer. Classic chocolate cake. Next up is this one. I also love the classic chocolate cake. It's light and fluffy, but once it's in your mouth, you can taste the rich chocolate flavor. It's not too sweet, and the bitterness really comes through, making it feel luxurious. It's a deep and flavorful dessert. Now let's move to the next corner. I've saved the beef stroganoff for last. I love the dish so much. When I come here privately, I usually have 2 or 3 bowls, but today I'll limit myself to 1 so I can try another thing. I also grabbed the tom yum goong nearby. This is another nostalgic dish from the early days of the terrace. Unfortunately, the only ingredient I could find was mushrooms. The beef is the creamy, rich sauce are a perfect match. The sauce has a deep, flavorful richness, and the slight acidity balance it out perfectly. I could eat both after bowl of this. Next is tom yum goong. It seems very authentic. One sip, and the sour spicy flavor spreads in my mouth. It's rich and full of authentic flavor. If you like spicy food, this is a must try. Now for this final corner. The desserts that weren't there before have been restocked, so I'll grab some. First, Mont Blanc. I'll take some shortcake too. Fruit shortcake. Love the shortcake at the Westin. The sponge cake is smooth and the cream melts in your mouth. And the sweet tart flavor on the fruits is irresistible. It's so good. Mont Blanc tart. It looks so fancy. I always think that this is way too good to be part of all-you-can-eat buffet. The tart crust is crispy and slightly salty. The Mont Blanc cream has a nice hint of liquor. Between the tart and cream, a soft almond cream, which brings everything together. The balance is perfect. It's very satisfying dessert, but it's also quite filling, so it might be better to eat a bit earlier in the meal. And with that, I finished everything. There's still a little time left, so I'll hurry and get second for my favorites. Mochi could stop it. Premium clear soup. This soup is my absolutely favorite. It has such a gentle flavor, but it also feels refined and warming, like it seeps into your body. Ebisu beef ball. The beef is of course incredibly delicious and the fluffy rice goes perfectly with it. It's the kind of dish that makes you understand what I can't stop eating really means. I had an amazing time celebrating the 30th anniversary. The price is a bit high, but it's absolutely worth it. Everything was so delicious. Congratulations on 30 years. I'll keep being a fan for years to come. Thank you for watching until the end. I shared the latest information about the hotel's buffets in Tokyo, so please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications to see my new videos. I post new buffet videos every week, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. See you at the next buffet.